What I want to discuss about this game, we don't even really have to talk about the game.
I don't know why we talking about it in the first place. I mean, you dragging this thing out. Just know when we get to Alabama and LSU, I'm dragging it out. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm gonna have to eat that. But I don't want to talk about the game because everybody knew that the Eagles were going to win. Everybody but you knew the Eagles were going to blow them out. I want to talk about the guy that is gracing our screen. Your defensive tackle, your defensive end / linebacker who is going to try to break the bank, get paid $35 to $40 million at the end of this season. Is he sending the right message? Or is he laying or is he putting out crumbs? Right? We might as well talk about the elephant in the room. Is your coach's job secure, or is he going to be like my former head coach, Dennis Allen, looking for another place of employment next calendar year?
No, I mean, no. First of all, he's not going to be like your coach. Your coach got fired during the season. Mike McCarthy is not getting.
You think Mike McCarthy going to last the rest of the year?
He going to last the whole season. Jared, again, we can sit up here. We can talk about all that. Jared Jones is the problem, and I told you in the beginning, before this season even started, the person that need to be fired won't fire himself. That's all I'm gonna tell you. The owner, the president, and the GM. If it was another coach out there to come play coach for the Cowboys, they'll be there already. The real coaches don't want to coach for Jerry Jones. I'm just gonna keep it. They don't want to. And Michael Parsons is not saying nothing that people don't already know. You can look over there on that sideline and tell. It's just like going into a military installation and going to an organization and tell that the leadership is bad in this footprint right here. These kids don't want to do nothing for them. They just look miserable on that sideline. Now, when they came out with a little spark. But, man, then you get on the offensive side of the ball. The person that everybody wanted to start, talking about Cooper Rush, he better than Dak. Well, they got that Cooper, mess around and found out and seen that Cooper ain't all what he cracked up to be, man.
So let me ask you a straight up question, right?
Go ahead.
We know that Michael Parsons is a hell of a talent.
Yeah.
You talk when I talk to diehard Cowboys fans such as yourself, you and who are very knowledgeable about the game of football, who are not blinded by the love that they have for their team. Is Michael Parsons worth $38 million a year?
No, I'm
because he can't stop the run.
No, I'm gonna be honest. If this is where I need a GM, because you know what, he might not be worth that 38, but you know what he is worth? A couple of picks to help make my team better. It's the teams that Michael Parsons will fit well on some other teams that's stopping the run and allow him to do some other stuff. But the Cowboys, that's what I'm saying. Remember, the Cowboys became a Super Bowl team. How did they become a Super Bowl team? They traded one guy. They traded one guy and became a Super Bowl team. Getting rid of a Michael Parsons or something like that can change the whole trajectory of this team.
But with that trade of Herschel Walker and those 50-11 draft picks they got, you also had Jimmy Johnson, a head coach who actually had control of the locker room and was able to build a team and didn't have the owner in the way. You don't have that anymore in Dallas.
All I know is that Jerry want to see a Super Bowl before he die. He might have a come to Jesus meeting, but I don't see it. But that if I'm the GM, if I'm the person that's in his ear, okay, he putting this type of stuff out. Let's see what we can put him out there on the market. See what we can happen. Remind him of what happened when we traded Herschel Walker. And then let's go get a coach. If I get a coach, though, I don't want to be a Belichick. I want a young, offensive-minded coach. I don't need no more old people on the sideline trying to coach this team. We already got one of the oldest coaching staffs in the league right now. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I done gave this thing way more energy than I expected to.
Right. And before we move on, because we got to, talk about Fred's Eagles, so we're going to do that, Fred. Fred also did say Oregon could probably be Dallas right now. Miles is recommending that McCarthy does get fired. He wants me to fire him myself, so I might have to drive down to Dallas tomorrow just to do that. But in all seriousness, Y'all lose 3 more games before you win another game, Mike McCarthy will not make it to the end of the end of the regular season. He will not make it to Christmas. He will not make it to December the 15th.
Okay.
Guaranteed. Losing the next 3 games, Mike McCarthy is out on the streets. Primetime Deion Sanders will be your next head coach. And then Dallas can really be relevant again. Now,
the Eagles, Coach Prime, but it ain't happening. Coach Prime.
The Eagles. Yeah, I know. But trust me when I say y'all are in a kerfuffle right now as a Cowboys organization. Now, the Eagles, all of the talk over the past couple of days is that the Eagles are now legitimately one of the best teams in the NFC. Do you believe that the Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFC, or they just beat up on a bunch of teams that are going?
They beat up on. I don't see that. I mean, again, all if you look at everybody, all it takes for a team to win, and then all of a sudden people put this title like they the best. They play the Dallas Cowboys. It's just like playing the Carolina Panthers. Although the Carolina Panthers starting to win now, or it's like playing the Saints. You beat the Saints. You know what I'm saying? So. You want me to give or say that the Eagles might be a threat? Let me see how they do against the Commanders. That's what I want to see. Then we can have that conversation.